Hi YouTubers, welcome to Reg's Readings again. This is the new series that I've developed down the Dragon Moon Can from S.A.G.A, Super Awesome Graphic Arts, Media Productions, publications and productions. So I'm glad to be here with you. I'm going to be taking the book Shurik'en Super Ninja, book 1, 5, the origin, okay, the origin, this is the origin book. It talks about how it all happened and everything like that, how he became an accidental superhero, because Shurik'en really is a superhero, a super awesome power, electromagnetic energy. Like we've all got electromagnetic energy inside of us, but he has incredible amount of electromagnetic energy that his body can store and send out, okay, and then he's able to control it to being a ninja master, actually a grandmaster. He learns from a grandmaster and he goes through like an immersion program in the book, and it's described. And yeah, I'm gonna read from chapter 11. I'll read a few pages for you, and so you can get acquainted with the book. It's pretty awesome. It talks about like he's still figuring out how he's going to control these strange powers, right? Because he's not well. If you had really a lot of electromagnetic power, how would you control it? I mean, you would have to control it somehow, right? Yeah, so he learns things like he has help in that, like from a physicist in that, right? So anyhow, I'm going to read from Ian Tess, and it starts out, Machi and Sail is Machi's grandfather, walked up the spiraled staircase to the front double door. Machi pressed the doorbell, and in a few seconds, Dr. Riker opened it to greet the two travelers. Okay, so Machi is Mac. Mac is short for Machi, right? He's Japanese American. Okay, his father's American, his mother is Japanese. So the Dr. Yashima is his grandfather. He says, Dr. Yashima, Machi, hello, come on in. That's what Riker says. How was your flight after they fixed the small engine problem? I guess the flight was all right because you both made it here in one piece, huh? He chuckled as Machi and Sail entered the doctor's residence and then closed the door behind them. Flight was good, Dr. Riker, even though it was my first time in an airplane. I was a little nervous before the flight, but then my grandfather helped me to understand the fear that I was feeling and to control it with my mind. It really helped, especially after the engine problem delay, Machi replied. So he's talking about using his mind already, right? So this is Machi talking. And then Riker replied, that's good, Machi and Doctor Yashima, glad to hear it, and it is really good to see you both. We have a lot of work to do, but we will get started in the morning. Let me show you to your rooms, Dr. Riker said. So Dr. Riker is a special physicist, and he's like a genius, right? The genius gizmo guy. So yeah, you'll learn more about that if you read the book or you purchase the book. How long will your work take, Dr. Riker, as we must go back to Japan in 3 days from now? Sail asked the physics professor. He's a professor, right? He teaches. If everything goes as planned, Dr. Yashima, we should be done in a couple of days. I estimate but 3 days tops, I promise, Riker responded as they followed him up another spiral staircase to show Machi and Sail to their rooms. These are your rooms. They both have ensuite bathrooms. There are linens and towels in the cupboards. You'll see them. But he said as he pointed to Machi as his grandfather, two large adjoining rooms. Your house is big. How many rooms do you have in it? Machi asked. 10 rooms in all. A big house. Machi, 5 upstairs and 5 down. But one of them is my study. And usually I don't sleep there. Or usually I do sleep there. No. And I usually don't sleep there. That's what he says. Even though I have a Chase lounge in it. I do a lot of my research in there with my computer and journal. Of course, there's my lab in my basement. It is by far the largest room in my house. And yes, sometimes I even sleep there burning too much midnight oil, Riker replied with a laugh. Oh yeah, I see. Cool. Can you show us around your house tomorrow? The boy asked. Yes, you and your grandfather will see my lab tomorrow morning, and I will give you a tour of the house when we are working. Fair enough? Breakfast will be tomorrow at 7 in the morning, sharp. Then we will get started in the lab at 8. So you're going to be working in the lab, right, for the EM test. Waffles are okay for you, Machi? Dr. Yoshima, Riker asked. Waffles, great. I love good waffles, especially with fruit on the top, Machi replied. So he smiled as he smiled back at Dr. Riker. We'll see what we can do to accommodate you with that. Good, everyone loves waffles. Then waffles it is, Riker replied. You live alone in this big house by yourself? Sale asked. Riker? Yes, but I have a maid. Her name is Maria. She comes in 3 times per week to cook and clean, Riker said. You never married, Dr. Riker? Sale asked. I had a fiance once. Her name was Karen. I loved her, but 2 years ago she died in a car crash. After I threw myself in my work. Are you married, Dr. Yoshima? Dr. Riker asked Sale the question as well. He asked Sale the question. So he asked, so they both asked each other, are you married? Are you attached? You know, you have a significant other. So then Sale replies, sorry to know that you lost your fiance. No. He says that he lost my grandmother, died in an earthquake 4 years ago in Kobe, Japan. You know how many earthquakes there are in Japan and everything. Well, she dies in an earthquake. Okay, so my grandpa was at work at the time. He doesn't like to talk about it much. He was like for his grandfather. I'm sorry to hear that. A loss like that is never easy. I knew I experienced losing someone I loved dearly, like Karen Riker said. I worked hard after my wife died, Sale finally replied. You and me both, Dr. Yoshima. I am so sorry that you lost your wife. But you have a wonderful, extraordinary grandson here, Riker said as we looked at Machi standing in the doorway of his room. So he tries to turn the mood around, even though they both lost, someone they loved in death, right? To unforeseen circumstances or, bad luck or whatever, right? With the earthquake being caught in an earthquake and then the car crash, right? You and me both, Dr. Yoshima. I am sorry that you lost your wife, you see. He says, but you have a wonderful, extraordinary grandson here. So he turns around and says, well, you got Machi, and Machi is really extraordinary because he's got these electromagnetic powers, right? So Riker said as he looked at Machi standing in the doorway of his room, thank you, Sale said with a bow. He produced a smile for Dr. Riker. If there is anything else before I retire, please let me know, Riker said to Sale and Machi. Hi. Must phone daughter. Tell them that we arrive okay here in America, Sale replied. Of course, there are phones in both bedrooms. Or if you prefer, you can use the video phone in the living room downstairs, Riker answered. Okay, so if you want to learn more, purchase the book. Because this is a pretty awesome book. This is the origin book. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there, and I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get this really super awesome book. And this is a brand new cover, and I've got them all uniform together. You're all going to be like that, right? So, because I've had piracy in the past with people ripping off my books and selling them in the UK, United States, all over the place. Now, this is digital controlled management on here. they're not going to be able to rip off the cover. They won't be able to copy it because it's not possible. It's going to be under digital control management. So that's what I'm going to do, so to cut down on the piracy or kibosh the piracy. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for listening, and be subscribed to the channel, and then you'll get some more of my readings, and you'll have the link where you can purchase it in the link in the description below. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great day. See you. Bye.